After its prohibition, many countries rejected the very idea that cannabis could be useful for anything. However, with the passage of time and a few $billion being made in North America, it would appear that this once reviled plant is now a virtual meal ticket. In fact, the booming cannabis industry may be the lifesaver the Caribbean has been seeking for the past few years.
The economy will grow. It would grow. I predicted that it definitely will grow. It can shoot up as much as about 4 or 5% just by legalizing marijuana. Legalizing across the board could potentially just bring on 5% to about 6% thereabouts easily within a year or 2 years, just because of the amount of black market activity that happens in the area and the infrastructure that we currently have in Barbados that could easily employ that.
Even with money to be made, several countries have not bought into the idea of cannabis as a legal and easily accessible drug. Others, however, are reaping green gold.
Jamaica has a whole thriving industry, branded marijuana-related products from the recreational side. I know that the University of the West Indies up there is going into the research and looking at probably even producing new strains, even dealing with business persons over there and helping with entrepreneurship-related projects and whatnot.
When it comes to economics, medical cannabis and cannabis research are not the only ways countries are making bank.
Well, we could even speak about, again, hemp. There's a majority or a major amount of business that could be just formed out of hemp production. There's so much, and you can actually have a manufacturing industry in Barbados again. And you can do byproducts, jeans, shirts, hair products. You can do soaps, you can do a whole bunch of things. It has a lot of variability.
Through legalization, the cannabis industry would be subject to the same privileges and penalties as other legitimate industries.
Ganja is everywhere. It'd be foolish of us to say it isn't. All of that is going to gangs. None of it is going to the community. None of it is contributing towards the QEH or any other hospital or anything else, because the government doesn't get any tax revenues from it. In terms of ganja, as I said, it would mean that the government would benefit tremendously, like how they benefit currently from tax revenues on alcohol or cigarettes. They would benefit in that way as well.
Beyond the creation of new industries and export of goods, the legalization of cannabis would also lift the massive weight of judicial and legal fees from the throat of our economy.
Every day someone gets charged with a minor drug charge in Barbados, and that to me takes up a lot of time and energy, and we have to decide whether that is something that is valuable to our society or not. You're paying a magistrate to do a job or a judge to do a job. You take a chunk out of his time to deal with petty weed. Take a chunk out of the policeman's time that he could be dealing with serious crime, murder, rape, robbery, to deal with weed. Even dealing with a spliff charge, he probably will spend at least 10 working man hours on getting that person before the court. Then the court may intervene and have to do maybe a report on the person, so you may involve probation services in that. And God forbid the person is incarcerated, then you're sending them up at the prison to be clothed and fed for 3 square meals a day for however long. So with each case, bearing in mind that sometimes as many as 1 person a day every day of the year, my guesstimation, it's a huge, vast amount of time that is wasted on it.
With our ingenuity as Caribbean people, our drive, and our adaptability, maybe it's time we step ahead of the world market while there's still time. Cannabis may not only build our economies, as we've seen with North America, but it may also help us to bring in a new era of regional prosperity.